So if the third digit of a number is odd, we're going to conclude an odd, otherwise even. We simply used an if statement, like so, it's right over there. This is great and all, but there is an easier way to do this. Which is what we call a conditional operator. So my var %2 question mark check flag equals 1. Colon check flag equals 1. I'm switching 0 and 1. So flag 0 would simply mean I entered an even number. 1 would mean an odd number. I'm going to print my var, check underscore flag is what I need. Good so far. Give me a 4-digit number. 1234. And the output of check underscore flag is 1. Yes? Reason being, well, before you give me the answer, let's do one more. Give me a number so that the third digit is odd, a 4-digit number so that the third digit is odd. So, where is that coming from? Oh, I ran the wrong program, my bad. 5,555. I get 0. So based on that, you can tell me how the expression in line number 26 works. That line, or now 27, is what we call a conditional operator. How does it work? So we first gave a third digit to be even. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1 for check flag. $5,555. I get 0 for check underscore flag. So how does the conditional operator now in line number 28 work? Done number 2. Can you hear Sean? No.
Like the size of each code inside the column to run based on whatever is before the question marks.
So it is testing for the condition my underscore var mod 2, whether it's true or false. If it is true, in the sense if it's set to 1, then it will execute that statement. If it is false, it will execute that statement. Good? Is it possible for us to rewrite this conditional operator using an if statement? I want you to give it a try. So, conditional operator is going to look for the condition. That's the first part. Question mark, it will test for the condition. If that condition is true, it will execute whatever statement that you have before the colon. If it is false, it is going to go after the colon. By default, it is going to look for a true or false in there. So when I do my underscore var mod 2, it's automatically converting it to true or false. Yes.
So if either my output is technically not true, because it gives you one just because it remained there, one, but not because it's either.
My underscore var mod 2, let's say the number is odd. If the number is odd, the value of that would be 1. 1 would correspond to true, which would mean check flag has to be 0. That's what we had.
Yeah. That's what I meant. So it's not true, technically.
Okay, how about this? Good. Did I miss something?
Oh, the double quotes.
Yes, thanks. Too many programming languages. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 1. Should get even or odd. Did I save? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still get 1. And you can tell me why. Wait, before you tell me. 5, 5, 5, 5. 1. Now you tell me why. Jordan?
Maybe since it's a string now, it's not changing it.
So go ahead, Adam. I didn't mean to. Louder. Darling, too can't hear you.
Since you declared it as a check flag equal a true, which is 1, and you're trying to rewrite it as a string and just ignoring it.
Yep. So I set check flag as a 0 or 1 in the sense Boolean. We want it to be a string. Well, maybe I'll define a character and call it that. Will it work? Let's ask that question. Will that work? Jordan says no. Why not, Jordan?
It's a char.
It is a character and I'm putting a string. It's not going to work. So O E and change that to character. Oops. character requires single quotes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 0. Where is that coming from? I see. One, two, three, 4. Third digit is even, so it's giving me E. Five, 5, 5, 5. Oops. Third digit is odd. It's giving me odd or O. So if this is true, in our case, true would mean my underscore var mod 2 must equal 1. When will that equal 1? If you have an odd digit. If that is true, it would go for the statement in the true block, which is the first one. Otherwise, it would go to the statement in the false block. Good? So that is a conditional operator. Now I want you to take this line number 29, and convert that to an if-else statement. We need to get the same output like we did with the conditional operator. I want you to come up with an equivalent if-else statement. The equivalent statement, let me delete that part. Well, don't have to. If I want to test for that condition, my underscore var 2. If that is true, I'm going to print O. Otherwise, I'm going to print E. Good? Not good. Missing a colon? No, everything's fine. Give me a number, something new. Third digit must be odd.
5 3s.
Okay. That digit must be even. Don't give me 5 4s or 4 4s. 2 4 2 4 2 4. Okay. E. Good. So whether you use a conditional operator or a conditional statement or an if-else statement doesn't make a difference. When do we go for something like line number 29? When you have to define flags. Now, let's say I want to print 2 statements. I want to print check underscore char, car, whatever. Print that. Also, I want to print yay. You can print something else. I want to print just yay with exclamation excitement, of course, using a conditional operator. So I want you to rewrite line number 29. I'll copy this, paste it here. I want to print 2 statements. One, print check underscore character, char. Also, the next line must be yay. You can print a different sentence if you want. Good? Give it a try. Objective here is to add another statement. So first I want to do cout, print that part. So good. So that is going to print my first sentence. So let me go ahead and comment this so that we don't get confused. So what is the problem?
Not print.
Huh?
Not print.
Mine actually says the variables uninitialized.
For check underscore, for which one?
For check underscore system.
So I'm going to get rid of all the output statements except for get input. I don't need the flag statement. I'm going to take that off. All I'm going to do is that one statement. I have defined the character part in line number 12, the input part in line number 13, going to get inputs in line using lines 19 and 20. I'm testing for even there. I still get an error. Why?
My guess was that the code wants the variable initialized without a condition.
So, which variable?
Check.
Check char. Okay, we will give it A. Didn't work. Any other thoughts? Sean can't hear you. Down number 2. Parentheses. Okay. Didn't work. That leaves us with one other option to use a set bracket, right? Let's put a set bracket and see what happens. Doesn't work. So the issue here is a conditional operator is going to work just fine for a simple statement, which is why I mentioned earlier you can use it to define a flag, and that is a case where you can use a conditional operator similar to line number 29. Whether it's a flag or a simple declaration for a variable, you can. Any complex statement or statements using, say, cout, or printing 2 sentences, those will not work. So you can use a conditional operator in a scenario that is simple, such as line number 29. You're assigning a single character to a variable, a string to a variable is fine. You are defining a flag with just one simple statement. Anything else, you have to go with if-else, because if would allow for multiple statements. You can put it within set brackets. Same with else. So key thing to note here is conditional operators, good for defining flags, bad for anything else. Good. Do we follow?